Right Heroes! I'm your co-host, Daniel Perez, Season 3, Episode 2. Let's do this!
And Mr. Morales, do you unqualified hero?
Yes, sir! Messi. You are a new man.
I am a new man. I am married. I have finally did it. I went and crossed the line to a marriage life. And it's good. I'm happy.
You did it? It feels good?
It feels good. It does feel good.
So, you learn how to cook rice?
I did not. I don't understand how people cook rice on those rice cookers. I maybe I'm the worst person to ever cook rice. Don't ever. If I invite you to come to my house to eat rice, do not come to my house to eat rice because
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's probably gonna be bad. I'm so bad. I'm ridiculously bad. I don't understand how can you be so bad on the easiest dish to cook ever. And I'm so bad at it.
Literally
I'm so bad at it. It's so disgusting. I remember my first time cooking it when I moved in, and I had to throw it away. It became soup at that point. It wasn't exactly. I don't know. I know for sure I put too much water, but the rice was hard. I don't understand how they hire. Yeah, so I don't want to get into it.
But you got
the
to
whole
set
thing.
up in the back. It looks
Yes,
nice. Your
sir.
little nerdy setup.
Yeah, I know. A little Funko Pop. I didn't have this back home, but now I do. It's all cool and coolio. So
You got a little man cave corner. I like it.
yeah,
I like it.
I have a man cave corner. Not a man cave. All of it is just a corner. This is my
man
corner.
cave corner.
Yes. Hey,
Oh, man.
Something is something.
Yep. We got a bunch of stuff since we last talked. Trailers from the Super Bowl. Trailers before the Super Bowl. News. Castings. All
Yeah.
sorts of stuff. And even unfortunate movie review. So we can start anywhere. Where do you want to go?
Okay, so I want to start with the good stuff. I don't want to start with the bad stuff. The bad stuff lives to the end of the episode. Because if you made it
You
that
don't want to
far,
rip off the Band-Aid. I get it. Keep the Band-Aid on there.
If you made it that far, I am proud of you. So we can start with the trailers. I am surprised of how many trailers were not shown on Super Bowl time. And they released a lot of them before.
Mm-hmm. A lot. They
I mean,
released Inside Out before. It was like Inside Out teaser. They released, I believe, a Moana teaser before.
Yep. All right.
They
the shit when that
released, was it Godzilla?
I honestly do not
Planet of the
remember.
Apes. Planet of the Apes. I remember it was Planet of the Apes. No. Planet of the Apes was during Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
The point is, they released a lot of trailers. I remember looking at it. I was like, why are they doing it the day before? But you know what? Super Bowl trailers cost money, so
Yeah, I
More
mean,
money.
it makes sense. It makes sense. Still, the hype was still gonna be around the commercials. I feel like this year, commercial-wise, it didn't do it for me. I feel last year was better.
I think there was like one good commercial, and it was released before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I feel like this year they're lacking. But to be
They were
honest,
lacking.
the Swifties won the Super Bowl.
They did. That's what I was gonna say. They were focused on Taylor Swift. They forgot how to make commercials.
Dude, it was so funny the amount of time that they put her on the camera.
We counted. When in the Super Bowl party that I was at, we counted, and we would have a bet. They were like, is it going to be more than 10 times or less than 10 times? Ended up being, by the time the Super Bowl, like the game ended itself, it was 12 times. That's not counting like post-game or anything.
That's so funny.
But it was 12 times.
Honestly,
It's pretty funny.
I don't think her being this attention focus on Super Bowl is bad. I just think it's funny.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
people
don't have any
react to it.
problems. I'm not even an NFL fan like that, so like
I don't know.
care
I don't
that
even know
much.
who won. I know
It's
Taylor
just
Swift
pretty
won.
funny.
I
Taylor
know
Swift
Taylor
won.
Swift won. I don't know who. I don't even know who played. I know Mahomes was there. Kelsey. I know those two. Mahomes and Kelsey. I'm not a football person, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Mahomes.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, good. So,
You're like, I don't even know who was playing.
but yeah, Super Bowl trailers. And with one, obviously the one that blew up everything, Deadpool and Wolverine. It's not called Deadpool 3 no more. It's called Deadpool
We
and
officially
Wolverine.
got a title. We officially got a
insane.
title. You know, I
I'm so
heard a
happy.
rumor. I don't know if this is true. Honestly, I like this trailer. Not this trailer, this title. I like the trailer too, but I meant the title. But I heard a rumor that every trailer that's going to come up from now until the movie release, they're just going to have a different title for it. Like Deadpool is just going to be messing around with us and give us a different title
That's interesting.
every single time.
So like Deadpool and that's pretty cool.
It is cool, but I like the Deadpool and Wolverine. Like it just sounds good.
It doesn't sound good. I wonder if that theory is right. I wonder what's next. Like, what do you think they're gonna say next? Like Deadpool and what?
Well, there was Deadpool and Friend. There's Deadpool and Friend. I think another one was Deadpool 3, and then there was another one. I don't remember what it was called, but it's Deadpool something something. But there was a couple so the way Marvel does certain things is they will basically reserve the rights to multiple titles, and then from those titles, they'll end up picking one. So
Yeah.
they actually reserve the rights to, I think, 4 different titles, and one of them was Deadpool and Wolverine, and then they picked that one. So it'll be interesting. But, Messi, talking about the actual trailer, what were your thoughts? What did you think? I mean, I know we gave our... There goes your phone again. I know we gave our a reaction on Instagram. Go look at it.
Yep.
TikTok, YouTube, whatever you want to do. Like, comment, subscribe. But now we're on the podcast, so you can talk about it a little bit more. We can dive deeper versus just like initial screaming reaction. What do you think?
Honestly, I was not expecting anything to happen in the trailer. I only have one beef with it, and it's not really that. It's like I'm just nitpicking. I wish they show a little bit more of Wolverine instead of in the end, because on the title it says Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
For me, it's just all Deadpool. But
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like Deadpool and Wolverine, but you just see claws. I'm like, wait.
You just squeeze on the end. But other than that, the trailer seems. It seems like a Deadpool movie. Looks funny. Obviously, Ryan Reynolds with its comedy and what is that word? Coming up with lines randomly out of nowhere to make it fit and funnier. Improvising. He improvises a lot, and you can tell. The TVA, I was not expecting the TVA to show up at all. I know that was like one of the huge theories about Deadpool 3 coming up, and when the TVA shows up in the beginning, when he has hair. By the way, he has hair in the trailer for like a minute. He was so funny. He looked like Justin Bieber but burnt. The TVA showed up, and then they took him away, and it's like, oh my god, this is like a Loki all over again, but with Deadpool. And I thought that was cool.
Yup. Okay, I got a couple thoughts. One, I started diving deeper into this and looking at certain stuff. But before we go into like the deep dives, I just want to talk about some funny stuff. One, and I said it in the trailer reaction, was I think Mobius, or maybe not Loki, because Loki's like in another realm, but I think Mobius might show up in this film.
I think he has to. I think Owen Wilson will show up on this.
Because that would be freaking cool. And it was just cool. Like, I think we kind of knew, but not really, if the TVA might show up, might not show up. But seeing them and then like seeing Deadpool, it was just like, feels. Secondly, this is rated R. This is rated R. We got the gore. We got the jokes. I mean, okay. They don't show a lot. Typically, they don't show a lot for like a first trailer. And that means with whatever we see, there's going to be significantly more in the actual movie. In the trailer, Think about this. They put this in the trailer where Deadpool says, hold on, I need to get the quote. He says, "Pegging isn't new for me, but it is for Disney." Messi, I don't know if you know what pegging is, but it's when a man is basically getting anal from a girl. The girl is the man essentially, and going to a guy, and it was just so funny to think that in a Super Bowl trailer where there's like kids watching and stuff like that, Ryan Reynolds is like, "Pegging isn't new for Disney." I was like, or pegging is new for Disney. I was just like, damn. He just and Disney let it because Disney is the one making this movie. It's not even like it's like anti-Disney movie. And Disney made this movie. They just admitted to pegging. Okay, that was funny. But anyway, I was just like, they're okay with this? Okay. So that means we're going to get like all sorts of crazy like rated R jokes from Deadpool and in this movie. And I'm so excited for that. It feels like a Deadpool movie, but also like it feels like a Deadpool movie. It feels like Deadpool is home almost. Like he belongs in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He belongs with the other characters that we all love. Granted, he could stand alone, but like you put all the greatness that we've gotten of Deadpool from 1 and 2, put it into Marvel, and it just feels right. And so it just feels right. It just feels right. So it was really cool. But another thing I wanted to note was in the beginning, they're singing "Happy Birthday." He's kind of like sad, and I was like, interesting. After my initial reaction, I started watching the trailer more times. I was like, why is he sad? Like, did someone die? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really know. And then I remember in Deadpool 2, they wanted a child. And they were like very adamant about starting a family. And I'm like, I wonder if A, kid was born and at some point passed away at a young age, or 2, she just lost a baby during pregnancy. I'm like, dang.
Or
it's kind of dark.
they can have a kid. Like they've been trying.
Or they can
probably.
have a kid.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. You actually went deeper than I actually did on the trailer. But probably, I know, like, that's true. On the second movie, they were talking about having kids before she actually died in the movie. And, yeah, so maybe that's what probably why he's sad. I don't know. We just gotta see and wait until that movie shows up. You know what's funny? I know this is like nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I am reading right now the caption on the Marvel Studios page.
Yeah.
And it says on theaters July 26th. When that wasn't it.
What do you mean it wasn't
July 26th was never the date. It was July 25. Why is it July 26th now? Did they move the day without noticing us? Did we just picked up something, or it's just a typo? I can't believe, bro. They're bringing back Pyro. I'm really happy about that. Even though he was like some whatever character for me on the originals 2 movies.
Yeah.
But now they just bring it back. It's like it has a little deeper meaning now. Now I may have to watch all the X-Men movies again just to get a.
I got a question for you. Do you think the Beast that we saw from the Marvels we see in this movie?
The Beast that we saw on like the original guy?
The one that we saw at the end of the Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, he's from the X-Men, and I
do think that we're going to see a lot of X-Men characters. Well, I wouldn't say but like a couple here and there.
Yeah, I think he will come back because he looks like one of the mostly comic book accurate, and I'm guessing that's what Marvel is going for, just more comic book accurate, and that's why they got Deadpool with the actual like super red suit, and they got
new suit.
Wolverine with his yellow suit, And then we saw him on the end of the Marvels, which he looks a little bit more like the comic book version of himself. So I think so. I think so. I think he comes back. It's a lot of theories of like a lot of people coming back from the original X-Men movies to this. I'm happy. I mean, they got Pyro, one of the actors from the second and third movie. So let's see if they bring more characters to it.
Here's my hope. I hope that Deadpool, or not Deadpool, that Marvel continues the marketing that they've done so far with Deadpool the same way. They have marketed this movie perfectly. Like, you got Hugh Jackman being like, it's actually Deadpool an asshole. You got you got the freaking hearts that's like broken. That's a cool logo. Like cool picture. You got when they first announced Deadpool 3, it was Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman like sitting in the house.
On the couch,
and they were like talking. Like Deadpool is so fourth wall type thing, and just the type of dynamic that they have together. Continue marketing that way. That is like perfect marketing, and I hope that they continue to do that, and not the standard way where they release a trailer and then they release and then a month before the movie they release 40,000 trailers, and then you already know what happened in the movie.
All the movie spots, all the trailers,
all the movies, every TV spot. There's a TV spot every single day. The last month before the release, there's a TV spot a new TV spot every day. So don't do that. Please don't do that. They market it so well. I just think if they continue to do like, I don't know, funny, cool things that they do with Deadpool, that same way, it would go
and
along.
The less, the better. Because if they do it too much, and again, it will fall in the too much giving out information. Because they dropped the announcement, and then they didn't drop anything else until those photo leaks of the set.
Mm-hmm.
Of the Wolverine, and then Wolverine spiral over again, and then nothing until the trailer. So like, I like that. There's a huge gap between each news. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more news because the movie's coming out next year. Is it next year? 2025? Yeah, 25.
Yep.
So I hope they don't go crazy like you said.
No, it's this year.
No, it's 20.
Fool.
This year.
It's 24? This year. It's this year. It's the only good Marvel movie this year. It's July of this year.
Oh my god! Never mind. I'm more hyped now. See, I need to go to sleep.
It's in 6 months.
July. Yeah. It's in July this year. That's true. Oh my god!
Year.
Oh my god!
You know, this trailer actually had more views in the first 24 hours than Spider-Man: No Way Home, which was the most viewed trailer in 24 hours ever.
And it should have the more reviews,
which is interesting to me. It's interesting because Spider-Man is universally known. So, like everybody knows Spider-Man. You know Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. Those are like, if you don't know anything else, you know those three people. And I remember when before No Way Home came out, everybody was like, "We getting a trailer for it?" Like there was memes, like constantly memes of like, we're just never gonna get a trailer. Like people were actually thinking that we just might not get a trailer. Like I remember that being a thing.
I remember
that being a thing. Like we're just not gonna get one.
That's true.
And so like to me, it was just so talked about of trailer, and it ended up being number one, which makes sense because of all the talk and it being Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield and all that. It was interesting to me that this movie actually had more trailer views than anything else.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because
really?
Deadpool. Okay, so now you spoke about characters like worldwide and stuff like that. I think Deadpool, since Deadpool 1 and Ryan Reynolds made a huge impact on the superhero community and making him as popular as Iron Man and Hulk and all the OGs from the MCU. like everybody knows Deadpool. I think since Ryan Reynolds came out with Deadpool, Deadpool has been everywhere. I think Phil before that we've seen him, of course, a little bit and there on animation, but like in live action, I think Ryan Reynolds took it. He did the perfect Deadpool
Yeah.
role. I don't think no one can replace him on the Deadpool role. So I think with him being the main character, the main actor, I think he skyrocket, and now he's up there. And it's a proven fact right now that you see this trailer. I mean, of course, Wolverine was supposed to be in the
Yeah.
trailer. Probably why other people are hype about it. But yeah, I think Deadpool is up there. So I think like now, not back in the day. Back in the day, yes, Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman were like the top dogs of superheroes. But I think like now, Iron Man is up there, Captain America's up there, Deadpool's obviously up there, and now of course Wolverine with Hugh Jackman coming back, he's like above everything else now. So like, of course people are gonna be super happy. Even the older people are happy about this. You know, like some people like just die off because of everything that MCU is doing, and then they have to see this. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It's like a childhood
That's true.
thing. It's like you have to see this, whether it's good or bad, because we don't know yet. Obviously, it's gonna be good, but you never know. You have to see it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good.
we haven't gotten Deadpool and Wolverine in what 20 years? Not counting like that little cameo in Deadpool 2. The last time they
that's
were
not.
together was
Never.
when like ugly Deadpool. Yeah, ugly Deadpool.
No, Wolverine has never set foot on set of Deadpool 1 or 2.
You have Wolverine and you had the guy from X-Men Origins who
Oh,
was like bald and had
he's
a
not
sky.
called
That's like
Deadpool. That's on
basically
X-Men
Deadpool.
Origin.
It's like
Is
one of
he,
the
okay, yes, he's Wade Wilson. But I don't think they call him Deadpool in the whole movie.
They don't,
Oh.
but he's Wade Wilson.
Yeah, so Wade Wilson and and Wolverine never been on the movie since that. Oh my god, that's true. Oh my god. And the movie sucked too. Oh my god, the movie was so bad.
No, whoa. That movie was not
Origin?
bad.
You like Origins?
Origins was one of the better X-Men movies.
It's overrated for me.
Don't hate on X-Men Origins. That was a good movie.
It was not, but okay.
I don't know. Origins might be better than the second Wolverine.
The one on Japan?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one sucked too.
that one was kind of bad. That one was kind of bad. Okay, so going away from Deadpool, before we continue into our future stuff, I just want to say, because this happened since we last talked, was an amazing actor, an amazing guy. Carl Weathers actually passed away. So we just rest in peace. He plays, most famously known as Creed from all the Rocky movies. And he also was a big part of Star Wars. So he played in a lot of stuff. But he's passed away, so we're not going to see him in any future Mandalorian projects, because he was kind of popping up here and there in the Mandalorian projects, but
Unless he recorded something before he passed away.
He
which
could
I
have recorded
doubt,
something.
But
I don't think they've even like started filming or anything for the other one, so I don't think so. But I just wanted to put that out there into the ether. So going into a couple other trailers, I want to talk about two other trailers that happened during this. Two other trailers. I don't know if you've seen any of these. If not, I could talk a little bit about them. Have you seen either the new Planet of the Apes trailer or the new Godzilla vs. Kong trailer?
I saw both.
Okay.
Before you give your thoughts, because I know you're hype about these movies. The Planet of the Apes, I'm whatever. I was done with the third movie. Like, because that trilogy it goes hard. All three movies are
Top tier.
good.
Top tier.
Top tier trilogy. It goes really good. But for a fourth movie, I am not as heavily invested as I was on the trilogy. So when this trailer came out, it was better than the first trailer,
100%.
but it didn't give me the hype for me to be excited to see. Okay, I have to watch this movie in the theater.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm gonna say that for this trailer for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, one, I don't think we mentioned it, but the director is the guy who directed all the Maze Runner movies, which Maze Runner is pretty good. But something I wanted to point out was the first trailer sucked. Like, it was so bad, I had no interest in this movie. And I was really disappointed. What is that noise? Who's playing Christmas music?
there's a noise in my background.
Yeah, there's Christmas music playing.
That's my alarm. Shut up, alarm.
Why do you get Christmas music as your alarm?
It's not Christmas. It's not. It sounds like Christmas, but it's not Christmas. I didn't hear it at all. It's my work alarm. It's at 9 o'clock every. Yeah.
Anyways, Planet of the Apes. First trailer, bad. It was so bad, and this trailer actually got me interested. We learned a little bit more of what the actual story is. Basically, they still think humans suck, but now you kind of got these apes that are like, I'm gonna protect this one human. I mean, it seems like it's just this one person that they're like guarding from everyone else. It's almost like instead of the humans protecting like this one ape, it's like protecting Caesar. Now it's apes protect whatever this girl was.
It's like Grogu and Mandalorian.
Yeah. Grogu and Mandalorian, exactly. But it did seem more interesting and it seemed better. So I'm not like hype, but I'm more interested than I was before, and I'm happy because I was actually scared that they were gonna ruin the Planet of the Apes trilogy sequel.
Like the fourth movie.
But it seems like it could be good, and the cinematography still seems good.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about Godzilla. He's got his morning crazies.
Sumi's meow.
Damn, Mama. All right. I want to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong too, because shut up, Mama. The trailer, there was so many memes when the first trailer for this movie came out. Everyone was like, "What is this? Barbie with Godzilla and all this stuff? Oh, he got a Thanos gauntlet." Like, people were making fun of it left and right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry if you're a hater. That trailer was actually kind of cool. It was kind of cool. I'm sorry. It was just cool because you just got like, I think maybe it's because I didn't see the first Godzilla versus Kong that I'm like, huh.
Wait,
this
question.
is actually kind of cool.
Have you seen any of them? All the American Godzilla movies? That's Kong. So you haven't seen none of the Godzilla ones?
No, I heard they suck.
They don't really suck. So the first one is like the introduction of Godzilla, of course.
Yeah.
He fights Matu, something like that. Two huge butterfly aliens type of things. That one is pretty good. And the second one is the with the big pterodactyl, three-headed one with the
sea monsters. Yeah.
No, not sea monsters.
That's Godzilla too.
No. Honestly, but they're cool. They're not really that bad. And then of course they brought Kong, and then they filed that movie. It was rough. It was really rough to watch.
But this trailer actually looked cool because I guess I kind of got used to the gauntlet thing. I don't know. But then I saw this other ape looking thing. They had like this freaking chain rope. Yeah. And it was cool as hell. It was like, and it was just like everything was breaking that he hit. It reminds me of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, one of the characters kind of had like that little sharp chain, and it was really cool. Then you got this freaking whatever it was, this heat blast coming from this bad guy, whoever it was. It wasn't Godzilla. And Kong
so that's the big bad.
Something. I don't know what it was. To me, it seemed like Stormbreaker from Thor. And he was like, and you just saw the freaking blue lightning almost, blue lightning / heat coming at him. And he was like, I was like, Thor? Like, I'm telling you, that was my first reaction. It looked exactly like freaking Stormbreaker. Because it was like this axe. I don't know what it was, but it looked like an axe.
Okay. On the movie before, he does have an axe.
He does.
Kong has an X. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. But I don't know. Just there was certain action sequences that I saw in this trailer specifically that actually made it seem kind of cool.
It was okay. So when the first trailer came out and all these people were giving the hate, like you said earlier, I don't know. I think people just get too movie critics. Like, do calm down. You don't have credentials. Calm down. It's literally a huge lizard and a huge monkey running around with superpowers. How can you be mad about that?
And now he's got an X and a gauntlet.
Like, I don't know how you. I think that whole scene of them running, they get off the of whatever they were and they start running on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that looks so cool. Like, out of a million years, I would have never thought Godzilla and freaking King Kong would have been running around, one with freaking pink glowing things, and then Kong with a gauntlet. It's like, I never would have thought in a million years that we would have got this, and we did. And guess what? It looks pretty badass. So
it does.
Comparing it to the first Godzilla v Kong, I'm more excited for this one.
Me too. I didn't see the first one, but I did see the trailer. I wanted to compare them. So I saw the first Godzilla versus Kong trailer. I was like, it's kind of bad. Like, there was one part where you're like, oh, maybe the fight is going to be really, really cool. And then after the movie, people were saying the fight was like only a couple minutes and it was ass. So,
I mean, they fought a couple times. They fought like 2 or 3 times. No, they fought 2 times. They fought one on the water, the first fight. Because Godzilla says it's like there's another being there. So it's like,
there was one
bro.
point. I don't know if this was in the first Godzilla vs. Kong trailer or if this is brand new, but it was like a portal inside of the water. Like, they went in the water, this giant like hole in the ocean, and they got transported to something else.
Yeah. So for some reason, there's like another world.
New. You haven't seen that?
On the first one. On the first one. Not the first one, but like the Godzilla versus Kong movie.
Okay.
There's like a huge portal that they go to, like another realm, planet, or whatever you want to call it. That's where like all the big monsters come from, type of thing. I think that's what it was, if I remember. I gotta watch the movie again. Yeah. I don't want to, but I gotta watch it.
That's what it looked like in the trailer.
Yeah, so there's something like that in the first one too. That the humans want to obviously go over there and conquer it and see what the heck's going on over there. You know how humans are. They want to see something. They're like, mine. I want it. I saw it first. Like I
they just want land.
They just want land.
I want everything. I want all the land. Like, what is this? 1800s.
I do hope the storyline of the humans is a little bit better. I think, me personally, I think every movie that goes forward with the Godzilla stuff, it gets better. Like the very first one, it was with Aaron Taylor and
Loki. No, that was
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
They play siblings. Yeah, they play siblings on Ultron, and then here they're married. So that was so funny. They're like making eyes, like, wait, whoa, your siblings, come down.
Wait.
And that story was his eye, and then every movie progressively gets better, but still it's not good. But I hope for this one they tried and make it better, because they got some competitions with the actual Japanese with the Godzilla -1 movie.
You got competition now.
When they made human storyline actually interesting compared to the American one. So now, like, they gotta do something. I still haven't seen that movie. I gotta watch it.
What? You haven't seen the Japanese Godzilla?
No, I still haven't seen it. I have time.
No way. You watch Madam Web before watching Japanese Godzilla.
Wedding time, bro. It came out on my wedding season.
Oh my gosh.
I was busy.
Whatever. So I want to talk about one more trailer. There's a quick little thing before we get into news, and that is the X-Men trailer. We got Marvel Animation coming back, coming in strong, and look. I know all of us have not seen that show.
When you say all of us, Who do you mean?
I'm talking about like everyone that's listening. There's no way all of them have listened to the show, have watched the show.
Okay.
But
I think
from
majority
the
have
trailer,
watched it. Yeah.
from the trailer, you basically get a good idea of what happened. You got Professor X dead. You got Magneto, who apparently gets the will of Professor X, and it's like, this is my stuff now, because he's like, when Charles Xavier died, he left everything to me, and it seemed like he had a will or something like that. And I was like, huh, interesting. And I wonder how that's gonna play. But you got a lot of returning character voices playing the same characters, and you got also a lot of returning character voices playing different characters, and then you got a couple new people here and there, which is really interesting, because this show is old, and to have people returning, like that many people returning, it's not like, oh, we got Hugh Jackman returning. That's one person. You got to get like a good chunk of people returning. You got to get a good chunk of people returning. So that's pretty cool. And I wonder if maybe it'll tie into Marvel eventually. Maybe maybe they're just sticking with Marvel animation separate.
So I don't even remember that. I did mention when Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was happening that the X-Men, not the X-Men, Professor X was the one for this show. Like the Professor X of this show was the one of in live action form. But that wasn't the case, obviously, because that Professor X dies.
Professor X,
yeah, they died differently. But I know one of the things was like a possible theory or a possible end credit scene that could have been cool that I did mention was, what if when the X-Men found out that Professor X died, people go to him, and then all you see is a boot of the original costumes or suits, and the movie ends right there, and then they play the theme song, which I think they did play the theme song on Doctor Strange, if I remember right. I don't remember.
Yeah, they did.
And also they played the same theme song on the Ms. Marvel show at the end when he goes, "You have a mutant gene," or whatever crap. I don't know.
What if
maybe
Maria Rambeau gets introduced through this show?
Interesting. What if
animated.
What if she actually goes to that universe? What if the universe that she went is this universe?
Exactly. What if it's the animated universe, but we just saw it in live action in the Marvels?
Yeah. And then when we see it over there on the animation, we see her as animation. Ooh, that is cool.
That would be cool. I like that theory.
I like
That's
that
interesting. That's the only theory I got. I haven't seen enough of the show to make enough theories, but that's the only theory I got there. I was like, interesting. Maybe they could tie it in somehow. Maybe not. But now, you got some news. And Messi, we were talking about a big casting announcement. Not the big casting announcement, just the big casting announcement.
Okay, so we're talking about episode. The one. Okay, but the one.
Yeah, the one casting announcement. And who we wanted. And who we didn't want. But now we know what James Gunn wants. So,
yeah.
Let's see what happens.
It's not what we want. It's what James Gunn wants. And honestly, I am not mad about it. I would have been hyped for any of the girls who were auditioning for the Supergirl role. And we wanted I forgot her name because at this point it's irrelevant.
Meg Donnelly?
Something like that, yeah. We wanted her because she physical appearances, just based on that, without knowing her acting or her life or nothing, just going by physical appearances, she looks like freaking Supergirl. She looks like her. you put a Supergirl photo from the comics and you put a photo next to of her next to her, you cannot say, oh, they look different. They look the same. But I guess that was just not the case for James Gunn. Obviously, James Gunn still went with a comic book accurate girl with Millie Alcock. The biggest role that she has done before this is House of Dragons. If you have not seen the show, go check it out. She is really good in the show. That's actually why James Gunn got interested in her, because he saw her on House of Dragons. He saw the show. It's like, dang, I need her to be Supergirl. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was pretty cool that he sees my shows, because I like that show. That show's pretty good.
He sees your shows.
Yeah, James Gunn. I feel like me and James Gunn could be good friends, but we will never know. But yeah, so like we didn't get what we wanted, but we got something it's still good, and I'm still excited because Millie Alcock is a really good actress, and I cannot wait to see her in the suit. That's my worried and hype at the same time. I want to see her in the suit. I want to see how she actually looks in the suit. So. Yeah, we just want to wait, I guess. 2025.
I wonder if she's going to grow out her hair. She kind of has shorter hair.
Yeah, she does have shorter hair. Or maybe she'll wear a wig. Hopefully not. I hope she has to use her actual hair.
I think she'll grow it out. Maybe not.
I mean, she has time. She has time.
She got plenty of time. What is that, 26, probably?
Probably.
Because I don't remember if he said she was going to be in Superman. I don't think so.
No, I think
James Gunn denied that.
Yeah. They did.
So,
yeah,
at least 2026, 2027. I mean, that's still 3 more years. You can grow out your hair. But she's also in House of Dragons, which, did it finish filming? I don't know if it finished filming.
She's done with House of Dragons.
No, I'm pretty sure she said she was going to be in this one.
No, I don't know if she will be in the second season, because if
she was really promoting it. You don't promote it unless you're not exactly a flashback, but like
probably a flashback. But it makes no sense to bring her back, because if you remember, because I know you were watching it with me, the first 4 episodes were her young self.
Yeah,
and then they recasted all the kids to younger adults, which are different actors, not Millie Alcock.
Yeah.
So Millie Alcock was in the beginning.
I think it'll be a flashback. Probably a flashback.
Probably a flashback. I mean, she is still tie in to the show, because her characters still live, but they replace her with a recast. Not a recast, because they didn't recast her, but whatever. Yeah.
Big news. Big news.
Big news. Big.
What happened?
Okay. On Valentine's Day, Disney felt a little bit of heartwarming, something in their heart that was like kind of warm, and they felt so happy about something in life. They just wanted to give good news out. I think they got so happy of the reaction that Deadpool got. So like, you know what? Let's give the people a little bit more. I feel happy. I feel love. Let's love them a little bit more. They announced the other 3 characters of Fantastic Four and who is playing them on the new Fantastic Four movie coming out on 2025, if I believe.
2025, July.
What's the date?
Same time, same month. It's a week before. It's either a week before or after Superman.
That's gonna be a good month. And a debate. It's gonna be a huge debate. I wonder who's gonna move up their date. I think one of them has to move. They can't compete.
They're a week apart.
And if, oh my god, that actually is so bad. Oh my god, I didn't even think about it. If people decide to go see Fantastic Four instead of Superman, DC is done.
I don't think so. Think so. People.
Tickets.
Everybody knows. Old people will watch Superman Legacy.
Okay.
50-year-old people will watch Superman Legacy before they watch Fantastic Four.
Also, old people like Fantastic Four because Fantastic Four is one of the core of Marvel. not Marvel MCU, but like Marvel in
You're right.
general.
You're right.
So
but,
like people know them.
but with
They're from
Superman,
years ago.
people have seen Superman. Like my dad, 50-something years old, he's watched Superman movies. Like when he was a
Of
kid.
course.
That generation didn't see Fantastic Four movies. Actually, there was a Fantastic Four movie in like the 80s or something, but we don't talk about that because it's trash.
But still, I feel just like okay, this brings me back to the Barbie Oppenheimer debate. Which movie are we gonna see? Type of thing. At least it's not on the same day. That's at least you have a week in between each other. So
That's crazy. Marvel did a big FU to James Gunn.
That's so disrespectful. I feel one of them.
The disrespect.
One of them have to move.
James Gunn's not moving. James Gunn's not moving. He's like, I'll pick my date first.
That's true. He announced it first. But whatever. Let's talk about the casting. So we have Vanessa Kirby as Susan Storm. We got Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and then we got Ivan. I'm so bad with names, and I'm butchering his name.
Ivan Moss Bachrach.
Exactly. He sounds like a rock already. So he is Ben Grimm, the Thing. Out of all the three that they just announced, I'm mostly excited for the Thing because a lot of people are giving him the hype from previous show that he has been, and that he's like automatically gonna kill it. Like people know that he's gonna kill that role. But I wanted Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. I've seen him before on Stranger Things, and he killed it. He killed the role on Stranger Things, and I think his acting career went from here to like up here, and then people started noticing him, and he's really good. And I'm happy for him that he got picked up for this because he will do amazing for this from seeing him on different things. And Vanessa Kirby, I only see her on I think what's a Fantastic.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible movies. I said Fantastic Four. I was like, wait, I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. Mission Impossible movie. So I'm not really too familiar with her other than that movie. So I think she'll do good. I'm happy that they didn't pick
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. 100%.
Whatever.
I'm so happy.
Lame.
I'm so happy that they didn't pick her. Because Margot Robbie's too good for this. She needs to be doing better things. Like Barbie. Barbie, she killed it. She killed that role.
She did. So
but I don't think this,
what was interesting was
okay.
Why? I want to know why Marvel, Disney, took so long to make this announcement. Because this specific cast, I know we've gotten all sorts of rumors from everybody. Everybody has been casted as Fantastic Four at some point.
Yeah.
But for at least the past probably about 2 months, this specific cast was announced. Like, rumored announced. They're going to be like, Vanessa Kirby, Pedro Pascal, and Joseph Quinn, and the other guy. Like, at least maybe a month and a half ago. Since 2024 started, at least. We knew. And it just got now announced. I'm like, what are you waiting for? What were you waiting for?
Maybe they were just waiting for it to be 100% confirmed with all the actors, all their agencies, and all the paperwork.
Maybe it was some legal stuff that you had to go through.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. I'm very happy for this cast. I know some people are like, well, whatever. But we have Vanessa Kirby. She's, like you said, Mission Impossible. I'm very happy for that. Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. I've never seen it, but you can attest to that. And a lot of people have really liked The Bear that Ivan is in, and it just got renewed for another season. So everyone's like loving this guy. Also, he is Jewish, and Ben Grimm is Jewish. So they hired a Jewish actor to play a Jewish character. Pretty cool. But I like this casting. And going into the next thing that we're going to talk about, which is where it's set in. This casting makes sense, like as to why they chose Pedro Pascal, a kind of older guy, popular but older guy, and essentially a little bit of an older cast. Vanessa Kirby's, I guess, 35. She's kind of young, but Pedro Pascal is old. But like it being set in the 60s and all that stuff kind of makes sense as to why they pick these type of characters. So going into this whole fact about it being set in the 60s, you got, first off, the artwork was pretty cool. The artwork of like their faces in the suits and stuff, that was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know whoever drew that or painted that, but it's pretty cool. And so you got Spaceman in the back, who pretty sure is Ben Grimm. You got
of course it's Ben Grimm. You can see his face.
You got the newspaper that Time magazine that he's reading, where you got the president on there, who was president in 1963. So we're like, okay, 1963. Vanessa Kirby, when she posted on Instagram, she wrote, Sue Storm is Marvel's OG lady since 1961. So now we got 1961. And then Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness, who said to John Krasinski's Reed Richards, didn't you guys chart in the 60s? So then you got 60s. And you got the...
Damn, bro. All these theories about the 60s. Where are you getting this information? All this source. I need credentials for everything that you get into the 60s. You get into... We get it, Denny. You found so many...
You also got the specific colored yellow that they put in the thing that was actually first originated in the 60s.
Shut up, bro. Shut up.
The point is, and you also got the title card. The title card looks so cool. It honestly reminds me of WandaVision.
It does. I was going to say that right now. It reminds me of the WandaVision style. And WandaVision did start on, I think, 60s. I think the first episode was in the 60s, right? 60s, 70s, 80s,
50s,
2000s.
60s. It was like 50s, 60s.
Yeah, something like that.
Because it was 2 black and white ones.
That's true. That's true.
So I think it started in the 50s. So 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. But
2000, yeah.
It was really cool. And I'm excited because Fantastic Four was actually, most of their comics, not only did it start in the 60s, first Marvel family, and as we did in our trivia, I believe our very first podcast, or one of the very first few podcasts, who was the first Marvel character ever? Johnny Storm. So
Johnny Storm.
This is literally...
I got that question right.
Old characters. I don't remember.
I remember
that or not, but whatever.
I think it's right.
A lot of their comics come from the 60s, so like that era. So we're gonna see something that's like more true to the movie. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. So when I saw the card, I obviously got excited for it, but then again, it was 70s, 60s, and my theory was of why picking the Pedro Pascal makes sense is because he's older character. So I thought that was gonna be set in the future, not in the past, with them already being established as a Fantastic Four, with kids already, and then they'll move on to the kids eventually. But now, being in the past with older characters, with older actors, I still don't know how they're gonna maintain Pedro Pascal's age from all the way to 1960s all the way to 2020.
Well, my theory is
or whatever.
Because obviously
they got time travel portal something. They gotta do
well, kind of yes,
they don't age,
because you could say the same thing about everyone else. Are they gonna age 60 years? Because we're now in 2020. We're in like the 2026
yes, but
era.
1960s. Pedro Pascal's already 50 years old.
Yeah, but here's my theory. They're gonna get trapped somewhere. They're gonna get trapped somewhere at the very end of the movie.
Quantum realm. They're gonna use the quantum realm theory once again, and they're gonna time travel all the way to the 2000s something. That's why they were never around. That's why they were never around on every big event and all this bull crap. We already knew this. We know this. If we can write a script for them already, how to loophole this BS to the future. We know this already, but why set up so back again? this. If this is an origin
This
story,
is where they're from. They're from the 60s.
is this gonna be an origin story?
They said it's not.
So they're established already. So we already saw how they got their powers. We saw that they got the tower. They're superheroes already at this point.
Pretty sure
Right.
they're. Pretty sure they said it's not. I know Superman is not, but I'm not sure if I'm confusing Superman with Fantastic Four. But I'm pretty sure they said it's not an origin story.
Now I'm just worried. Because obviously we don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know yet how they're gonna tie this in to Avengers 4.
Yeah, Kang
Wait.
or
No,
Secret Wars,
5.
whichever one they go to.
Well, the Kang Dynasty is not a thing no more, so
You don't know. Could be recast.
I don't know. All right, they still have no news about that. But whatever. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm worried that I don't know how they're gonna do it. Because I was hyped about Pedro Pascal because he's older. That will make sense, but in the future, already established with his team, already having kids with Vanessa, Kirby, and Susan Storm, and yeah, that world would have been done and set because they're older actors. But now it's in the 60s. They're older already, so that this wormhole loophole type of hole in there. They're gonna put a hole somewhere to make it make sense why they're in over there.
Rumor has it Galactus is the main villain of this movie.
Silver Surfer and Galactus are coming back for this. So
and that Doctor Doom just shows up in like a post-credit scene or whatever. Interesting, because I guess Doctor Doom could be used for like something really big in the future with all the Avengers, but Galactus is like big, like the real Galactus, not freaking Planet Eater weird Galactus, but like real Galactus. That's a very strong character that you're gonna put as a first movie. I don't know. Interesting. They're already shooting out the big guns with Galactus.
I hope they do the opposite. I hope they do Doctor Doom first, and then show a Galactus in the end credit scene because he's an Avengers level threat.
Yeah, he's Avengers. Well, so is Doctor Doom.
Well, Doctor Doom is just one guy. And obviously Fantastic Four has beat him multiple times, as we've seen on the first 2 movies, because Doctor Doom was there. He was the main bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, if they can honestly go with either route, because again, the Fantastic Four has beaten Galactus before.
Also true.
On comics, in live action that was not the case. Live action was Silver Surfer who was the person who did it. But I don't know.
I do just want to point out that we forgot to mention in the Deadpool trailer there was a comic book sitting next to him when he was on the floor that said Secret Wars. Interesting.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to point it out. All right, time to rip off the Band-Aid, Messi. It's time. Madam Web, the greatest movie in comic book history. It's I can't even say it's Morbin time. I was trying to think of something for Madam Web. It's Madam in time. I don't know. Messi. What was the movie to you? I know you went with a big group of people. You were excited. You thought this was going to be a 10 out of 10. You thought...
No. Okay. So, I saw the movie Friday. Literally yesterday, Friday. The movie came out on Valentine's Day. So, obviously, there is a time gap since the movie came out to when I saw it. And I saw a lot of people reviewing it.
Question. Right before you go in, I just want a yes or no question. Do you think Marvel released the Fantastic Four stuff on Valentine's Day because Madam Web also came out on Valentine's Day and people were going to trash Marvel / Sony, so they released Fantastic Four at the same time? Yes or no?
Wait, what is your question?
I just said it.
Do you
Do you
think-
think
do you-
Marvel
they don't
released
purposely?
Fantastic Four, like
Purposely?
the good news, yeah, the same day, like purposely that Madam Web came out so it could like offset the trash?
No, because the trash was still there. People were so trashing the movie over Fantastic Four. Like, I think Fantastic Four was hype. Yes, people were hyped about Fantastic Four, but people still trashing a lot of trashing to Madam Web. It was
That's true.
so freaking bad. The movie was so bad that they overlooked the good news about Fantastic Four to trash this movie. It was okay. Yes, I saw the reviews about the movies being bad and whatever. But yet again, we are movie reviewers, so we have to go see the movie, whether it's bad or good, and we have to see it for ourselves and give our own opinion. You should do the same thing. Don't watch other people's reviews and say, oh, I'm not going to watch it because these people say it's bad. Whether you trust a person, it's good. Trust a person. But also have your own opinion. Being said, we saw the movie. We saw the reviews. And it's still trash. Trash, bro. Movie sucked so bad. The acting, the script, the editing style that they went for. I don't know why I felt like I was watching The Office on this movie, but it felt like I was watching literally the sitcom The Office. I don't understand how you manage to pull that off. How can you pull The Office stuff, editing style on a freaking movie that costs millions of dollars and have professional people that's supposed to do a movie look like a movie, not a freaking sitcom? And there was a scene that reminded me of the CW The Flash. That's how bad it was. How can you make a movie remind me of how the best CGI they have on CW The Flash? And I honestly heard the lightning song of The Flash while the scene is happening.
No.
That's how cringe and bad it was. The only good thing that I like about this movie is not even the actors that were in this. It was that every single second of this movie, there's something going on that kept me to pay attention. There was no. I don't feel like there was a boring. This is not a boring movie. Let me just get that out of the way. It's not a boring movie. You are entertained. It did its job on that part. But again, there's bad entertainment and there's good entertainment. This was a bad entertaining movie because. I don't understand. I don't understand why Sony it keeps doing it. I don't understand. They didn't learn. They're not learning from their mistakes. They honestly don't care. At this point, they're just giving us a movie that is related to Spider-Man and milking it. They're milking Spider-Man. At one point, people are just gonna give up.
Yes.
Like, that's it.
Yes.
I don't really care
Yes.
about Spider-Man
Yes.
that much for me to spend my money
Yes.
to go to the theater and see another freaking Craven.
Yes.
I'm not excited for Craven no more.
That was
Venom
one of the
3?
things I wrote.
I don't wanna see it.
I was like, why are they milking out Spider-Man? Like they do all this, all these teasing, Spider-Man, just to not even accept the fact that they're never gonna have live action Spider-Man in their movie. Read the damn contract. Whoever's writing this movie, whoever's directing this movie, read your damn contract, because every movie, it happened with Venom, it happened now with Madam Web, and it happened with Morbius because you had Vulture in there and all this stuff, where they have to go reshoots, extensive reshoots, because they add Spider-Man stuff in there, and then Marvel's like, we don't do that. We don't want our stuff in your stuff. And they're like, oh, okay, reshoot, and then it's just trash. So just accept the fact you're not gonna have Spider-Man in there. Accept the fact you got characters you can make good. Venom, like the true Venom, is badass. Make him like this big thing in your Sony universe. That's fine. And then you could have supplement characters like Madam Web. Maybe Madam Web has a clash with Venom or something like that. Whatever it is, but like, stop focusing on teasing Spider-Man that you're never gonna get.
I don't understand. This whole time, they could have their own Spider-Man. They're gonna literally hire a new actor. They could have had new storyline. Freaking DC is doing it. Elseworld, its own thing. You can do whatever you want. Do Batman. Do Joker. Do Peacemaker. Do whatever you want on that universe. On Elseworld. Guess what? I also have my own universe with all these characters: Batman, Superman, probably Peacemaker again, the Joker. All these characters are gonna be also playing on the DC universe. I don't understand why there can be two Spider-Mans. I don't understand why not. Why don't I understand why Tom Holland can be the MCU Spider-Man, and there's another whoever can be Andrew. For God's sake, and you can use him for an example. He could be the Sony Spider-Man. For God's sakes, you guys have ruined the multiverse that bad that we can understand that there can be two characters playing at the same time on two universes, and we will understand them because you guys, the studios, have ruined the multiverse so bad that everybody now understands the freaking concept. It was a mystery thing. So, oh my god, what is this multiverse? Bro, I'm so tired of the multiverse that it makes more sense now to have 5 characters playing at the same time than 1. It makes no sense why Tom Holland is the only Spider-Man right now. It makes no sense. We need another Spider-Man.
You got Miles.
That's animation. That's animation. Whenever I saw a post the other day saying, "Oh, we're working on Miles Morales live action, but first we're gonna focus on the live action first for Spider-Man." I'm like, why are you working on freaking Miles Morales when it's so many years in the forward when you're sucking right now with your own movies right now? Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the future. Worry about now. Look at your Madden Web movie. Sony, look at your Madden Web movie. Realize what the heck y'all just did. Y'all lost money. You lost fans. You're ruining comic book movies. And you're still doing it. I don't understand. They should have learned with Amazing Spider-Man.
How do you get worse than Morbius? How do you get worse than Morbius?
Worse than Morbius.
Makes no sense.
I thought, they learned from their mistakes for Morbius. Okay, fine. And not every movie studio is perfect. We get it. They messed up with Morbius. Okay, at least you gotta improve something. On Madam Web, the story.
This is
or
what they
something
did.
like.
This is what they did. I swear they went into a room and they're like, "So we're gonna make a Madam Web movie. How should we build the story?" And someone was just like, "Hot girls." And then they're like, "Yes. What else?" And they're like, "That's all I got." And they're like, "Okay, that's all we're gonna do."
That's literally, if you're, dude. I'm gonna say it. This is so funny, and you send this post. So there's a theater up north that caught someone pleasuring himself to the actresses on the movie while sitting down in a movie theater. And this was just funny to us. We sent it to our friend Sean. Sean, if you're listening, we love you. And Danny jokingly said, "Sean, question mark?" Funniest crap ever. Everybody, all my friends that went to see this movie are just seeing it for the girls. No one is seeing this movie because of Madam Web or the bullcrap. Sweeney, whatever her name is. It's so funny to me that they're promoting the movie just for her. The Cinemark.
Bro, look at the promotions. The promotion.
Bro, Cinemark promoted, "Oh, you should watch this movie for 3 reasons. Sweeney. I'm like, what? Not even from Madam Web? Not even like the connections for the multiverse? Or no, just Sweeney.
Sweeney. And then you had Dakota Johnson, it was like a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, where she's like, "This movie's gonna be so good. You're gonna see it twice." I was like, what are these promotions? This is a superhero movie, and you're focusing because they know it's so bad. They're just like, "This is all we got, hot girls." Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
What did you think about the scene of the CPR? The CPR scene on the movie, the first one. What did you think about that scene?
Oh my gosh, there's just
with a
I'm sure they did retakes. They're like, you guys think out of your chest a little bit more. They're a little bit better.
Bro, they knew so bad. I think that scene was a reshoot scene. They saw the first take of the movie. Okay, we need more. We need more. We need more sexiness in this movie. We need more. Let's make them do CPR. Go, take, grow. Like,
There's so many bad things. I'm just gonna list off a couple
go
bad
ahead.
things that they had. One, this movie was so over explained and narrated that you could have just chopped off the first 30 minutes. You could have just chopped off the first 30 minutes and it still would have been a bad movie. Still would have been really bad. But it would have been at least a little bit better. Like, it was just too over explained, too over narrated, people talking. Secondly, this one was a big one. You could tell, especially with the villain. What's his name?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. You can especially tell with him. The
The audio? Are you talking about the audio?
audio
Bro,
doesn't match up with his lips.
Bro,
And so he's talking, and
Bro,
what he's saying is not what is not what he's actually saying.
it's
What he's
so
saying,
bad. Bro,
it's not just that. It's not just like that's one bad part of it. And the second part of it is the audio doesn't even match up with what you're seeing. So this dude is like doing
A mile away.
acrobats, is
He's
doing
been a
like
mile
some
away.
crazy ass things, and then the audio's like, "Yes, I'm gonna get you. I'm Batman," and it's like so like calm narrated. Meanwhile, this dude is doing like all sorts of crazy. He's like, "Yes, and I will find you." I'm like, what is going on? What is this audio? It was so bad. It was so bad. This audio was so bad.
Bro,
what?
bro,
Why
you
did they
can't-
think that was okay?
you can't make it up. You can't. You, just,
You can't make it up.
It's so bad. Literally, he's literally mouth closed. Audio going on. It makes no sense. Why? Whoever edited this movie just said whatever. I just give up or either that or they hire a person who has no skills. Like this is probably their first movie they ever edited.
It was just bad. Like, first off, the
Oh my God,
writers
I'm gonna
of this
cry.
movie, if you look at their same writers of Morbius, just want to point that out. Why did they think that was okay? I don't know. Secondly, if you look at the other like stuff that they worked on, they were all like very, very, very badly
Bad.
reviewed, horrible stuff like that. So why did Sony's like, you did trash not once, not twice, not three times, not only in one of our Sony projects. We think you're gonna
You're
do
hired.
good again.
Hired.
We think you're
You're-
gonna do good this time. And then the director, not necessarily like something to shame about, but she's never written, she's never directed a Marvel movie before. She's never directed a movie before. Never in her life has she directed a movie, and you can kind of tell with the way the shoddiness was that like this is my first time directing a movie. Sean could direct this movie better than whoever this like what this girl did. It was just bad.
Dude.
You could tell some of the actors did not want to be there. They did not care for this movie. You could the Amazon line. The Amazon line. My mom was in the forest and something spiders. Blah blah blah. That you see in every single trailer that everyone talks about. Oh, Uncle Ben. Blah blah blah. Wasn't even in the movie. The line, that famous line, wasn't even in the movie. This movie showed me how good these past recent Marvel movies are
Have been.
in comparison to this. This movie showed me what movies were like before studios cared about movies. This movie was so bad, it was like dollar store Terminator.
Keep going.
This
keep going.
movie
Keep going. Keep
is
going.
just
Keep going.
so-
Keep going. Keep
This
going.
movie is so bad. Like, first off, Dakota Johnson, she's like this EMT who's supposed to love saving people. Like, oh my gosh, saving people, yay. Doesn't give a rat's ass about these people. Like, she's a terrible person to them. And she's like, I'm just gonna like make sure you're saved, and then I don't give a crap about you. And then all it is I'm gonna save these people, and yay, I did it. Like there's some trophy, like to be rewarded in a video game. Like, hooray, you unlocked this thing because you saved this person. Like, it's so bad. The chemistry between them is not even good. It's the Amazon. Every scene in the Amazon felt like a scene out of SNL. Like it was. That's how badly edited it was.
Oh, look at Pete Davidson running around with the biggest part of his suit.
It was so bad, and
Oh my god.
the only kind of good thing I could say was Dakota Johnson kind of did good. Like, out of everyone else, Dakota Johnson kind of, well, I wouldn't say she did good. I would say you could tell she kind of tried. You could tell she kind of like tried to work with what she had.
Yeah, because I don't think none of these actresses are bad actresses. They're good.
Yeah.
Because we've seen her on 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know if you've seen the movie. She's in the movie. I'm not a big fan of those movies, so I don't want to see porn on the theater. That's weird. I don't. It's weird.
Apparently, girls like.
I don't know. It's weird. We obviously Sydney we've seen on if you're whatever name show is
Euphoria.
If you're yeah. So these actresses have been around and done other stuff, but I guess you have to work with what you're giving. The script was bad. I think out of all the actresses, I feel that Sydney was the worst one.
Yeah,
She was the most cringiest actress in the whole movie.
It was bad. It was bad. That's what I'm saying. Dakota Johnson was like kind of good. Everybody else trash. She was bad. You could tell these people were like, obviously they don't know a lot about Marvel. There was an interview with Dakota Johnson that was like, name the 3 Spider-Man movies, and Dakota Johnson
did not name all 3
the type of titles that she said wrong. They're just wrong. Like, I feel like Sony went up to them. They're like, hey, you want to be in a Marvel movie? And they're like, oh, Marvel, Iron Man, Captain America, yay, yes. And then they like started working on the movie, and they're like, wait a second,
psych.
This isn't Marvel. And they were just fooled. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. I think you just get the point of how bad this movie is.
Could you say any sort of positive in this movie? Besides,
I did. I said one positive, that the movie is not boring.
Oh yeah,
there's good movies. I mean, there's movies they are entertaining, but again, there's a good entertaining and there's a bad entertaining. And this was a bad entertaining. It was entertaining but bad. It was a bad movie, but it was entertaining. Like I didn't feel like there was a moment in any part of the movie. It's like, oh my god, can this movie be over? No, because it was so bad that it was entertaining. That's how that movie was.
Yeah.
Like, you just wanted to see what other mistakes this movie made going forward in every time and every second.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Do you have any positive, at least, of this movie?
I did. I said Dakota Johnson like kind of did.
Okay.
That was the only positive I could have besides the rant that I went on about all the things how bad this movie was. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm out of 10. What do you rate this out of 10?
I don't want to rate it.
What do you rate this out of 10?
I'm giving it a 3.
A 3. Okay.
3. It's not bad. I think 4 is too good.
Oh yeah, 4 is way too good. Crazy. Okay. I'm gonna give it. Hold on. I need to double check my rating scale real quick.
I don't think I've never given this low to any. I don't think even Morbius I give this low. But yet again, we were starting up back in the day when Morbius came out.
That's true. It's true.
Now we're better people. We understand movies more. We pay attention to little details now.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, 3. I'll give it a 3. I might even go 2.5
Understandable.
out of 10.
Understandable.
Not out of 5. Out of 10.
Out of 10, guys. If it's out of 5, it's -2.
Yeah, pretty much. So this is pretty embarrassing, but we've never lowered. I've said this before. I have never, ever in my life fallen asleep at the movie theater, with the exception of Morbius.
Yeah, you did fall asleep on Morbius.
The only movie I've ever fallen asleep in. This movie was worse than that. That's how bad it was. I didn't fall asleep.
Okay.
I didn't fall asleep, but
It's okay.
It was bad.
It's okay.
I didn't. I think the only reason why I didn't fall asleep is because it was one. It wasn't as like nighttime as Morbius. Morbius is like all in the dark. 2, it was just like too memeable. You could just meme it too much.
It's okay. You know what? Go watch the movie. Go form your own opinion, and then come back here and tell us if you find something that we didn't make fun of, or if you found some other positive that we didn't even talk about, which I don't think there is. But form your opinion. Go watch the movie. Again, don't just go based on what we are saying. But other than that,
you can find me at Danny42 with 3 N's on Instagram. I messed up. You can find me with 3 N's, not 2, on Instagram. I was like, wait a second, I'm missing something. That's how long it's been since we podcasted. And
yeah, you can find me at
I'm just
Messi.
gonna stop because I
Shut
already
up.
forgot how to do an outro.
Yeah, you're being Madam Web right now. Shut up. I am Messi Morales. Go find me at Messi.17_ on Instagram. Go follow us. But if you don't want to follow us individually, you can always follow us on Unqualified Heroes. We are on major platforms. Go listen to us on YouTube, TikTok, and Apple Podcasts, where we have our full-length episodes. And peace out, y'all.
That's it.